Alrighty folks, following up on our last video where we baked up those buttermilk biscuits back there that look like they're ready to be ate, we're going to whip up this tomato gravy. And there ain't very many ingredients for this. It's a very simple recipe. I've got about 4 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose or self-rising, doesn't matter. I got a can of whole peeled tomatoes, some salt and pepper, about a cup of water, may need a little more, we'll look and see, and some bacon grease. Tomato gravy is made with bacon grease. It's not made with anything else. The whole point of tomato gravy is it kind of reminds you of a bacon biscuit, and you put a slice of tomato on it. That's kind of what it tastes like. So first we got to get these tomatoes processed up, and then we're going to make a roux. Whole can of tomatoes with the juice. So we got a whole can of whole peeled tomatoes, and we want to use the juice from the tomatoes as well. But I always go in here and cut this little stem out the top, because it can be a little bit tough. And then I just go through here and kind of cut them up a little bit. We're going to smash them and mash them while we're cooking them. We'll get started on it. Now we got the tomatoes cut up here pretty good. We're going to go ahead and get a roux put together. Now we're going to get us a couple tablespoons of bacon grease in here. We're going to sprinkle the flour in. We're going to cook this till this browns up a little bit. And you want this roux to be fairly loose like this. And we're going to go ahead and get some salt in. And some pepper into the roux. I don't know if this old country style cooking here with this tomato gravy came out of Alabama or North Carolina. No one really knows, but my grandmama made tomato gravy all the time, and she was from Alabama. And my mom makes tomato gravy, and I'm trying to make it the way she makes it, because she makes pretty good tomato gravy. And I think this old tomato gravy came about from country folks. They didn't always have access to a lot of stuff. They usually always had pork drippings or lard on, and flour. And of course tomatoes out of the garden. And they'd make this old tomato gravy for breakfast. And everybody in my family really like it. And it's starting to smoke, get some ventilation going. We're just going to brown this a little bit more. And then we're going to get them tomatoes in there. That's looking pretty good. Go ahead and put these tomatoes in. Get some water in here. We're gonna let this simmer here a few minutes. Smash these tomatoes around. Let this thicken up. I've got about 3/4 of a cup of water in so far. Now I have seen folks use chicken broth to make this, but that's not how we've ever done it. So I'm just using water. And there really ain't no tips or tricks to this old gravy, but I will tell you one thing: you want to make sure that you've got enough gravy that it kind of tempers out the sharpness of these tomatoes. Otherwise it just ends up a little too sharp. And I think this is about right on consistency. And that's about 3/4 of a cup of water. Smells good. Smell like bacon and tomatoes. Give it a little taste here, see if it needs anything. Probably gonna need salt. Yeah, need a little salt. For some reason, tomato gravy, I always take quite a bit of salt. A little more in here. I think it's ready to go. Get this plated up. Now we got some biscuit plated up. Get that old gravy on there. Ooh, gonna be good. And I'm gonna serve it up with a little country ham. Just like it. Time for breakfast. Till next time. Peace.